Talking Gotham. 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 Talking Gotham.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam. Welcome back to Talking Gotham. This is Talking Gotham episode 32, and we are headlong into season 4. We've got new characters and a new killer on the loose of the swine variety, but we'll get to that. First up from 3D Movie Cinema, it's Jacob Collins. Jacob, how are you?
Well, I just want to say I was the first person that caught on the Professor Pig. Thank God he was in Arkham Knight, because if I wouldn't have, I would have been like, oh fuck, who the fuck's this guy? But yeah, I told Ryan, I had to tell you guys, like, hey, do you guys ever played Arkham Knight, or you know this? Like, I knew Ryan would think that's ridiculous until I'm like, he's a Batman character. Professor Pig is a Batman villain. He's not just like some they created for general purposes of going, oh yeah, we want to fuck with the audience.
Well, Matt Wyatt, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I really liked pretty much all 3 of these episodes. They weren't as bad as I thought it would. I mean, we have the other 2 episodes that has more of like the Spiral ripoff episodes of the Blockbuster Haul.
I honestly thought like the last episode where I'm like the machine gun, that is where I'm like, holy shit. Like it just, I was not expecting, I forgot about that until I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, that's right. Because I was thinking, something's gonna happen, and when they go in there, and I'm thinking like, bomb? No, there's not a bomb. I was like, then when the machine gun, I'm like, oh yeah. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. But I'm just thinking, like, I was just thinking like, oh my god, the writers of Spiral saw this episode and were like, what if there was a, because it's the same premise, a cop killer that has like a pig. I was like,
I'm trying to look up when did Spiral come out.
2021.
Real? Oh yeah. So
my birthday, May 14th, 2021. I know, because that was also the day that my local theater reopened permanently after Omicron closed it down again.
I remember those days when they closed down theaters during COVID.
Yeah, they shot Spiral in 2019, ironically.
Oh, and because they delayed the film too because of COVID.
Can you imagine you shoot this pre-COVID and post?
They've done that with Top Gun Maverick.
A lot of people. Like Halloween Kills was shot pre-COVID.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just my reaction to them closing down for Omicron.
Why?
Just wanted to be the first to use that one. But let's get straight into it. This is season 4, episode 5, called, and I love the title of this episode so much, The Blade's Path. Matt?
Everyone you love.
Gotham, all new next Thursday on Fox.
The episode aired on October 19th, 2017, following Alex's funeral and learning that Roz has applied for diplomatic immunity. Bruce takes the knife and vows to kill him at Blackgate. Roz grants Barbara an unknown mystical power and says goodbye. Upon arriving, Bruce is ambushed by Roz, and the League posed as COs. When Alfred reports him missing to Gordon, they arrive at Blackgate and subdue the League. Roz states that he is cursed with immortality and provokes Bruce into stabbing him with the knife, breaking the curse and rendering him a decayed corpse. Bruce suspends his vigilantism, and Alfred keeps the suit until he can move on. Meanwhile, Butch's body is dumped in waters polluted by Indian Hills chemical waste, which I thought at first it was kind of a Swamp Thing stuff, but apparently it was Solomon Grundy. He is revived with no memory, of primitive language, pale skin, and superhuman strength, assuming the names dun 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 Solomon Grundy. He encounters and befriends Nigma, who takes him to Wrestling Ring, even though it's an underground fight club, where Lee is working as the medic. Sophia attempts to level with Cobblepot, and the two begin bonding.
Matt,
Lee, I will say, what the fuck?
As soon as I saw that, I said to myself, Matt's going to shit a brick when he sees the ending of it. You're like,
fuck. Oh, that's way worse.
You were like, we were done with this woman. And my lower third in the season premiere was...
Oh, come on!
As soon as I heard, I was in, this whole episode had me in, I was in it, especially when I started playing I Want to Be Your Dog. I'm like, all right, I'm into this episode. Yeah, I was like into this episode of Gotham. I'm like, I'm into this. When they started playing that, I'm like, that's how you close an episode. Good music. You know, that's how Smallville always got me. When they play good music, I'm like, I always hate how super shows. They stopped doing it. Like Arrow, I guess, kind of broke the formula. We're like, music to close an episode.
Yeah, Arrow definitely broke the formula with the just putting out the title
They
card.
do in the pilot, but then they realized, yeah, we don't need that for the pilot. We just need to throw the word Arrow out there after the episode.
I don't think they can ever try to top what Smallville intro had done because it's probably like the greatest intro they have ever done on television.
All you do is Arrow,
greatest,
Arrow.
Because every time something crazy happens when the episode starts and then just boom, 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 somebody save me. I was like, fuck, we're
always
just ready.
We see Solomon Grundy's origins here. Like his body is dumped into a river or a swamp. And Jacob pointed this out off air. One of the orderlies is Art the Clown himself, David Howard Thornton. I did not see that one, but I mean, this came out in 2017, so All Hallows Eve had dropped the year prior, and Terrifier 2 wouldn't come out till like 5-6 years later. So like David Howard Thornton was just a working actor, and like look at him now. Like he's art. Like he's a made man. So good for him.
He's a work of art.
Exactly. But like he's just part of the putty patrol with this other dude who's like, well, let's just dump him in the sewer. Like,
and also the actor who played Art the Clown, the first Terrifier came out came out in 2016, which it's almost 10 years ago.
So this is like this. So that was like the first thing he did, Terrifier 1, and then he did. So he was basically just like an actor, paycheck actor, and then
But one thing I want to put out that Ryan just pointed out before I jumped in, but the two people working at the working at the morgue, they decided to dump him into the fucking swamp for some reason. Why?
They saw Psycho way too many times, apparently.
That one always fucking irked me. Like, oh, to quote, "Oh, it's gonna be super easy, barely inconvenience." He just becomes the fucking soul.
Me when I watch Psycho and I see Norman Bates drive the freaking car and just like, it's a fucking swamp, bro. What if it doesn't go in? And then at one point it stops, and I'm just like, you're lucky it went all the way in, because he's like, what if it just sit there and like, hey, there's a car.
The question is for these two guys working at the morgue, they're doing some dumbest shit.
Why?
All I'm saying is someone at this morgue had to have been just like asking, so hey, what happened to the big old body that you guys like took? Like, where did that go?
I can neither confirm nor deny details of any such operation without the Secretary's approval. This was
Yeah, it just doesn't make any logical sense. I mean, I feel like they had to find some way to put him in and try to turn him into Solomon Grundy as quickly as possible.
I mean, you know, at least Arrow may have a more logical sense. Like, let's just throw him in a fucking swamp. I mean,
yeah, let's just throw him in the fucking swamp when there's conveniently there's a bunch of toxic chemicals in there. Why? I do not understand.
The actual Solomon Grundy himself, I thought, was pretty cool, like especially near the end. But
he looks like Solomon Grundy from the Super Friends cartoon from the 60s.
Hey, I like that cartoon, so don't you dare.
I want to talk about the Bruce. I like the whole Bruce Ra's al Ghul story. Like, I like how he just wants vengeance. He's at the funeral. He's angry. He's just sitting there like, I'm going to kill Ra's al Ghul. I'm going to kill him. Or Rachel.
There's no if and.
Well, we can call him Ra's or Rachel. It doesn't really matter. It's the same.
I call him Ra's because Nolan, he fucker.
No, Nolan did that. That's all his fault. We love Nolan, but fuck you for doing that.
I call him Roz too, but every time I say Roz, I think of Roz from Monsters Inc. The whole Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
Mike Wazowski.
I thought you were gonna say
Raza.
Like the man.
2.5 years of undercover work were almost wasted.
I do like Bruce wanting to kill him, and I think Bruce taking the dagger and going to Blackgate is some stuff I like. The only thing is, I hated when Alfred walked into the GC Pre. His outfit choice, okay, just like look like he's going clubbing or something. Just walks in there. I'm like, why are you dressed up like that? Look like you're going out to a nice fan, like want to have a drink and meet a nice broad. Like, why are you dressed like that, Alfred? Like, I sent the picture to Ryan. I'm like, what is with his outfit choice? He just dressed all in black, and he's like, he was trying to be like the sexy butler. Was it like a Lifetime? Yeah.
It's so weird because Alfred normally is like dressed like prim and proper in this.
Like he was from Downton Abbey. Yeah, now he's dressed like, oh hey, I'm gonna go get some.
Is he really trying to audition for Downtown Abbey? Because I think that show was still running at that time, if I'm not mistaken.
He used to dress like that. Now he's dressed like frickin'. He's trying to be like one of the John Wick bad guys.
Oh, right, yeah.
Representing the high table.
Excommunicado.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like Bruce taking the dagger, and I like Butch come back to life and then killing those men, and he sees the music and goes, Solomon Grundy sitting on a Monday. I thought that was great. Like, I thought all that was great. What do you guys think, though, about what did you guys think about the pharmacy with Ed robbing the pharmacy and falling?
I thought that was the funniest fucking scene I have seen. It was so stupid, but it was so funny.
It's like,
he needs to get on the meds just so that he could be smart again, and he tricked him by giving him sugar pills.
He's like, wait, do these work?
No, they're sugar pills, you idiot.
The cops.
The pharmacist shoves like one of those like.
He shoved one of those like a needle or something. Not a needle, but
if you ever worked at a restaurant, you put those on the paper.
That's
the one.
In his hand, and he lets out the funniest like
It's like does that Jim Carrey impression? Does that like Jim Carrey impression? Like
like Jim Carrey in Liar whenever he hits his head and goes, "Owie!" I feel like he watched Liar the
now I knew I should have fucking added that clip. Damn it.
Tom and Jerry ass yell.
I'm just like saying that was so funny. I thought that was so funny. Like, you know, also I do like that Barbara's like pulls out like a lighter and the thing saying she makes it and says, he says, she pulls out and thinks I could break you out right now. You can be home in an hour. And he goes, no, because all the cops are dead. I run the prison now.
Yeah, he has the lead.
You guys think about that? Do you guys think like, oh, when all the guards were his, like men?
No, I like that part, but the one scene that with Gordon and Alfred trying to get him out of that, get Bruce out of the Arkham, the Blackgate prison, them taking out a bunch of goons that were supposed to be fucking ninjas. That really just that was the point that you had to turn your brain off for that scene. Like, there's no way that they would take on the League like that.
Steal that scene from Die Hard with a Vengeance, because remember, there's a scene in Die Hard with a Vengeance where Bruce Willis is in the elevator and he sees the badge and he's like, oh, like that. He knows that badge is his friend because he always plays his numbers. And then Gordon basically, instead of like it doesn't pull a John McClane. He just says, hey, you have the same name as a person that worked here. And he goes, yeah, I'm his cousin. Which I'm just thinking, okay, now they know. Like you know that they're not who they say they are.
It's been a long time since I watched the third Die Hard movie. I've only watched it once. I don't remember much of it. I got to rewatch that.
Well, in the movie, like basically John McClane's sitting in the elevator, and he goes like he realizes by looking at the badge that that's a friend of his that must be dead now. And he goes, hey, what's the lottery last night? Huh? You see, I got this badge. I play my badge number every time. And he says, I never win. He said, let me stay right here. And he pulls out again. Bam, bam, bam. And he goes. And then, like, it's such a fucking badass moment in the thing. I really like this.
So the one scene that I did like, but then at the same time it pissed me off when Roz reveals himself that he wants to be lifted the curse of immortality, and in order to do that, he needs to have the dagger, to have Bruce have the dagger to take his life, so that he can end his curse. Mm-hmm. That was an interesting take, and then he reveals like, "You're my heir." Like, wait, you guys are related? What the? Well, fuck?
Because in the Batman comics, like, Ra's al Ghul sees Bruce Wayne at Batman as the demon's head. Like, there was success.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Okay, that makes sense since you pointed that out. But I did like the reflection from that water reflection that they panned down and showed his true form, that he lived for so long that he's a walking corpse, basically. I like that choice. That was a great visual choice. And then him tempting to kill him, that it's like, hey, I will disappear for a while, and once I come back, you'll probably have a family. You'll be a good man and have a family. I will kill everyone you love. Because he was trying to get him to take his life. He was just telling him what he needed to hear in order to get him there. And he did. And that fucking thing took me by surprise. Like, wait, what the fuck? He just literally murdered him.
And then Roz turned into one of the corpses, like when he drank for the wrong grail in Last Crusade.
You chosen poorly.
Poorly. Yeah.
That speech, though. That was so good, though, when Ra's al Ghul.
But I will say, I'm pissed off. At the same time, I don't buy that he's dead. I think he's playing him. I think he's playing him.
That speech, though, was so good.
Yes.
Like when he says, he says, you will forget about me, and then I will return, and I will kill, as you watch how like your parents died, and I will kill everyone you love. And he's just like getting closer and just like he goes, you will be defenseless just like you were with your parents. And he says, I will kill you.
He's flying on rooftops! He's flying on rooftops! That's what I just said, Phil!
I literally just said that. I literally just brought that.
Saying how great that moment is. I'm agreeing. Like,
I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, I'm
Is it just a genetic thing with you? Is it congenital? Did your mother drop you on your head when you were a baby?
enjoy the last episode of Talking Gotham. This will be the last time for the panel.
Nice knowing you guys.
I just thought that was a great speech. Yeah, Bruce, which I was shocked at first when he killed him. I'm like, there's no way that they introduced this big bad villain. And I'm not going to tell you if he comes back or not because
he's coming back. I'm going to tell you right now he's coming back because if they killed him off and you never see him again, fuck the writers of that show that fucking just use him for a few episodes and then just kill him off.
Where's that Jeremy Renner clip? Play it right now.
I can neither confirm nor deny details of any such operation without the Secretary's approval.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I can confirm that he is coming back because I know for a fact he's coming back. There's no way you're going to kill off the big baddie.
This show treats death like a warm tropical breeze. Like I like this show quite
Jerome,
a bit.
Dude, how many times they did it fake out death to the characters and they always keep
look
coming
at Jerome.
back.
He's literally alive.
Look at Barbara. How many times they killed her off and then brought her back?
Also,
Twice.
makes no sense why like the bad guys would dump Solomon Grundy in the swamp other than we need Solomon Grundy. It makes no sense. Like, you know, they could have burned the body. They could have jumped it in the river.
This is my reaction to the people in the morgue did this stupid shit right here.
Is this actually happening right now?
Where is that from?
Oh, that was from the SNL skit that Chris Hemsworth hosted, and it was a skit of the house, and they had the roommates.
Okay.
I'll show you the full video of that. That's fucking hilarious.
So I will say this though, one of the dumbest lines is whenever Bruce goes. It was a great scene up until this moment. Bruce goes to Arkham Blackgate, sorry, and then like Ra's goes center sleep, and then he's about to kill me. I'm not going to. And then wow, I was like, you're so weak, and then pushes him out of the thing, and then all of a sudden the guards show up, and he goes, "I'm Bruce." I hate this line. He says, "I'm Bruce Wayne. Stop him." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck you."
I hated that line delivery. That was so forced.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
I'm Bruce Wayne. Stop them.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh fuck! I should have got that clip from Jurassic Park. Dawson, we got Dawson here. Nobody cares.
It's like
See,
it's
I
I
almost
should have had that clip.
I thought the dad from Spaceballs yelling, "Stop her! Someone stop her! Stop her!" And that's running to the car.
the line "Hey Freeze, I'm Batman" was better than I'm Bruce Wayne. Stop.
Hey, Freeze, I'm Batman.
No. It's actually fries.
It's fries. Hey, you want some fries with that?
Like burger and.
I do like. Also, I hated the Oswald and Sophia bullshit. I hate the whole thing where she's like massaging his foot, like, "Oh, I need to warm your foot up and everything," and I'm like, "You gonna suck his dick afterwards?" Like, why the fuck?
I'm kind of getting tired with this whole with the daughter of fucking like Falcone trying to take control, trying to earn. I fucking hated the storyline. Like, why are we watching this?
It's building towards something. Okay, I will say
it's building it, but I don't. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing: what they're building towards. You know what I think?
And I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you he.
Matt, all I'm going to say is every story that's happening in the next episode, every story that's happening will come back full circle and like everything is connected. That's all I will say.
I sure hope so.
I think the foot part was honestly kind of okay. Like it was a rare tender moment between two otherwise like cutthroat people. I don't know. I like the spirit of that, I guess. It's not
maybe if he's not putting two together, she knows way more than she's letting on.
That part I didn't like, but I like everything leading up to that.
Also, Gordon's like, "Oh, I don't know what I saw when Ra's al Ghul turns to dust or turns to a skeleton." He goes, "I don't know what I saw. I'm just gonna say he escaped. He's been broken and escaped." Because Bruce is like, "I'm Bruce Wayne. Are you gonna try to kill me?
Are you going to try to arrest me, not kill me?"
I would have said, I'll say this: Ross tried to kill Bruce, and Bruce killed him in self-defense.
Yeah, then you're gonna have to explain how does he turn into a fucking disintegrated corpse? How did that happen?
Yeah, but ultimately, let's go to scores, Collins.
Oh wait, I still got some stuff I want to say about this episode. Okay, so I will say that I think Barbara. Yeah, I think also Roscoe transferring his power to Barbara. What did you think about that?
I'm sure Matt loved it, but it's interesting.
Oh, come on!
Before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm interested to see where it goes.
I do like Ross setting up a trap and all the guards are dead and replaced by assassins, and I do like how like whenever they show up and everything, they get into a shootout, and then all of a sudden Alfred he says like when he confirms Bruce is there, he goes Bruce he has plans, and Alfred just goes pow and shoots the guy in the head. Alfred just shoots him in the head. I'm like that was pretty cool. You see him just headshot. I'm like bam. I thought that was pretty great. I also like instead of going to trap the guard searching Alfred and Jim as they enter. Oh yeah, they search Alfred and Jim as they enter, and then like Alfred just unloads a shitload of weapons, similar how Elizabeth does in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, where he's like, he's like, because he's a ninja, so he knows like I know you have more weapons than you say you do. Like he's a ninja, he already knows I know you have more weapons.
And somehow they were able to take out a bunch of ninjas.
I mean, that's stupid, but yeah. Also, Alfred, yeah, but also Rouse, yeah, okay, Rouse's speech. Also, Bruce being prototype Batman no more. I like that,
Mm-hmm.
And then Riddler taking Grundy to an underground fight club, and I love the song that they played, "I Want to Be Your Dog," and Lee being an underground fight club dog. I thought that was pretty good.
I love that song. That song is in Transporter 3 and like a bunch of others.
Also, yeah, I love also Cruella. I love Cruella, and when they played that, I was like, all right, favorite movie. This is in my top 5. As soon as I don't know if you ever seen the movie Cruella.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed Cruella.
Yeah.
That is a better Joker Harley Quinn movie than Joker Folia do.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's mad facts. Which same guy who directed Dumb Money and will be and is directing Supergirl.
I
so,
know
yeah.
that's why I'm
Right.
excited because
Even I, Tanya.
Craig Gillespie.
and he directed the Fright Night remake. Which fuck, we're supposed to. We forgot about me and you were supposed to do the road to. We still can do it. Yeah, the road to Supergirl. We're supposed to do like the Gillespie project.
Also, cheap plug, Small Zero. Tomorrow we will be discussing live our thoughts on the Supergirl trailer.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
There's gonna be there's also gonna be 2 major trailers coming out tomorrow: Masters of the Universe and Supergirl.
No, I know about Master Universe. Matt's got to put the thumbnail together. Matt's gonna be like, "Fuck!" Now I got to figure. I got to put this. I got to put our special guest. Plus, I got to put Supergirl and Masters of the Universe. Yeah, which thank God. If we need some headlines, I got 2 headlines to spare. But yeah, but we'll.
I'll try to make room. I just won't put overstuffed with big topics. They'll know what it is.
Well, we got the Stream 8 topic. That's like one of the topics.
And we also got the time code down after in post anyway. But there is a time code showing on the screen now for these 3 live. In case you didn't know that, Jake, and now it's showing.
Okay. All right. So, but yeah, if I had to give this episode a grade, I'm gonna give it a solid B plus. Or wait, are we doing it? Not B plus. We're doing it at a 10, right? Sorry, fuck.
Yes.
Sorry, we've been doing this for like how many years now, and I'm not just. Sorry, I'm my mind was somewhere
Brain
else.
parts happen to us all.
I'm gonna give this about, I would say a 9 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm gonna give this an 8. I'm gonna say this right after talking about this episode. I will say that this is probably the better of the 3 episodes, and I already know Ra's al Ghul's coming back. There's no freaking way that they killed him off so soon. No way. He's gonna fake out death.
I'm gonna go 9.5. I loved that speech so much. I'm giving it a little extra, just to like little boost.
This one, I think I have you.
I did like the Alfred speech of the no killing rule to Bruce. That's the one thing I forgot to point that out.
Good point. Yeah, that one was really good too. Thank you for
now he's actually taken his life from his point of view. How's it going to affect him now? Now that he's hanging up the mask
the night before, because I just been like trying to like hype myself up because I'm so hyped for Lego Batman, and I just want to feel Batman right now. So I've been watching Batman Returns, Batman '89, and I'm on Forever. And I watched Forever last night. Remember the scene in Batman Forever when Robin's like, "You kill Two-Face and you take another life."
Yeah, he
Love
gives
it.
him the pep talk of that speech of the no killing road to Dick Grayson.
When I was watching today,
Scene was
I was
great.
thinking about
I mean,
that
the
line.
film was not the best, but the scene itself was really good.
You know,
Like that-
like Schumacher gets dumped on quite a bit in some cases, rightfully.
Everyone liked
so.
Forever. And the Batman and Robin's the one that kind of people started looking at Forever. It wasn't as good.
I mean,
But
Batman Forever is more
everyone
like it's the Batman Forever is more like a love-hate relationship for that type of movie. You know what I mean?
It's the story of two movies. You got Carrie and Lee Jones like eating the scenery, but then you have like a
The
very
Batman.
serious thing going on with the actual Batman and Robin stuff that is honestly pretty great.
Especially when Robin, like when they get shot, like he's standing right there, and whenever you see the parents fall and it hits, and you can feel Bruce. He understands. He's looking up at Robin. And he understands the pain, like you're going about to go through what I just.
Because they went through the origin. They went through the origin story from the comics that his parents also died right in front of him.
Batman Forever gave us "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's got to be.
That song slaps. I don't give a fuck if it has nothing to do with the movie.
That is a great song.
That's like a nostalgia thing from the mid '90s thing.
Go over to Collins' channel and watch Batman Terry, where we react to that movie live. So go and
also
check that.
Cheap plug. That scene. That
you can always put the link in the description, and that would be easier to do that.
Also, cheap plug. That scene where he says, "Bruce, your parents won't kill by murder," and if you can see it,
he's like, "Your parents were killed by a maniac." He's like, "Actually, yes."
Because it's a sequel to Batman '89, Batman Returns. So he's like, "Yes, they were." He said, "We're the same," and he goes, "If we're this," yeah, I thought that was such a moment where I'm like, "See, people always shit on this movie, but like." When this movie came out, everyone loved it. Like everyone said, it's better than Batman Returns. All the critics were saying this is better than Batman. Roger Ebert said it was better than Batman Returns. You know, because it's like, hey, it gave us something. And then Batman and Robin came out, and that's when everybody turned on this movie. But it was like Amazing Spider-Man. You know, everybody loved it. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, and everybody's like,
"Oh, the movie had it like 41% on Rotten Tomatoes," and they were putting out the reviews that were reviewed years ago, and they collected the reviews, and so far it's got like 41% of the critics liked it.
That's crazy.
Let's parlay into
different time
into the next episode, season 4, episode 6, called, and I love this title too, Hog Day Afternoon. Matt?
Apparently, there's a play on word, a dog day afternoon, a hog day afternoon.
Yeah, how ironic that title is. They think they're so clever.
Gotham, all new next Thursday on Fox.
The episode aired on October 26, 2017. A man wearing a pig's head begins killing police officers acting as Cobblepot's bagmen. Deducing that the killer intends to fight corruption, Gordon and Bullock find the last target but are too late to prevent his death, leading to the duel's capture. Gordon frees himself before the killing cuts Bullock's throat to facilitate his escape. Gordon tells Bullock that he knows that the latter of his has also been on Cobblepot's payroll. Fun shocker there, demanding him to seize it. Professor Pig is revealed to have a larger scale plans. Meanwhile, Cobblepot suspects Sophia's intentions and confronts her, but is deceived again when he learns that she has been constructing an orphanage. Nigma begins making money using Galazine, trying to hire Thompson to restore his genius. After running out of medicine in her private clinic, she accepts Nigma's offer.
So yeah, I mean, Professor Pig. I mean, like, first of all, I liked the mask. Like, I thought the mask was actually pretty cool looking.
What was that horror movie that has the pig like centered in the poster? What was that movie? I can't remember what it was.
Spiral?
No, it wasn't Spiral. That was Chris Rock's face was in the posters. We're talking about it. Oh, You're Next. That had to be the movie You're Next.
That's not a pig. That's a wolf.
Oh yeah. That
was it a wolf? It didn't even look like a wolf.
That's a wolf.
Are you sure?
Hang on.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Hang on, I'm getting there.
Because I remember, I think Michael Fassbender walked out with that mask on at Comic-Con.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. I stand. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was at first because it was a shadow.
I own the movie on digital.
No, you're right. I stand corrected.
You know what? You could have been. No, that's a baby mask. I was gonna say that Robert Meyer Burnett's movie, The Hills Run Red, but I'm like, no, that's a baby face mask movie.
No.
But the next episode they rip off Silence of the Lambs because the cop scene in the ambulance. Because if you ever seen Silence of the Lambs with Hannibal Lecter,
you could argue they were doing a Clarice and Hannibal thing in the previous episode, the big old like glass cage looking thing.
Yeah. Seems like there's this blockbuster all this week was actually I can't say Spiral, but Silence of the Lambs.
And Spiral. It's I think this is supposed to be like a 3-episode arc because from that last the other third episode that we'll cover, it feels like they're continuing on and then next.
Oh, Professor Peg's not done. Like that's why I say he is. If there was a villain for this half of the episode, the first half of season 4, it's Professor Peg.
Yeah, so apparently Professor Pig just wants to go after the corruption of the GCPD that's taking on Cobblepot's payroll. And shocker there, Bullock is on the payroll with Cobblepot. What a shocker there. What a coincidence. In the first episode, they are licensed to do criminal activity. We need it in Gordon. We need to stop. We need to let this slide. Like, oh, really?
Hello? I was waiting for just like, hello, Detective Gordon. I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
And
And this is not the first time that they ripped off the style of Saw, because the Smallville did the same thing when we covered that episode.
Oh yeah, the one where
with Lionel Luthor.
Yeah,
Lionel and
Mercy. Is it called No Mercy or Mercy?
Yeah, it was like No Mercy. I think it was called Mercy episode. It was in season 5.
It was just called Mercy.
Yes.
I will say I do like Professor killing the costume, putting a pig's head on him. Like that was pretty cool. Like I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought Penguin being sarcastic, saying, "Let him know if he needs." Tells Gordon, "Let me know if you need to get me involved. I'm rooting for you." Then once of course they fail, Penguin gets involved. Gordon and Bullock playing good cop, bad cop, trying to find which cops are dirty. I thought that was pretty cool.
I did like that one when they trapped him in the fucking trunk in the car. And it's 90 degrees out. It's hot. We're gonna get a burger or something, and try to play a bluff. I like that one. I did like it.
And also, Gordon finds the bodies of the next 2 cops, like sitting on a bench, with pig heads. And I'm like, nobody noticed a guy except the guy pretending that Gordon noticed a guy playing music and pretending to be blind, then tracking him by throwing his keys because he catches the key. I'm like, his damn reflexes, right? And then Professor Pig kidnapping a cop, opening the door and saying, the Asian cop, and he goes, oink, oink. I'm like, oh, that cop's dead. And then he literally, this is the coolest part of the whole episode. The coolest part, freaking cuts open the guy's stomach, sticks a grenade, and then puts the pin all the way up his throat. So that way when they open the mask, it sets off the grenade. Like when they open the mask, I'm like, oh, they put the bobby pin.
They pulled the pin. They pulled the pin out of his mouth.
Yeah, it went.
Sadly, we don't have the clip, but my first immediate thought was the other guys. The one, the explosion.
Yeah. I think. Oh, fuck! I wish I had that clip. Fuck! Now I gotta keep that in mind next time.
But wasn't that crazy though? Whenever he pulled the pin, and they're like, "Oh, it was in his stomach," and I'm like, "Oh, this guy's."
You know what that reminded me? The Dark Knight, when the guy had a cell phone that activated and exploded from the inside, from the prison, from the cell.
Oh yeah, the Dark Knight.
And then it blows up.
Phone.
The just blows up, and then I do like Professor Pig abducting Gordon and Bullock, and he's trying to reason with Gordon why he's doing this. He goes, "I'm not a monster. I'm doing this." To relive, because these are dirty cops.
Oh, another callback line from the Dark Knight for Joker. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the current.
Which he was saying, these are dirty cops. I'm helping you. I'm killing, corrupting. He said, I plan on doing this to more cops. Half the
judge, jury, and executioner by taking out the other corrupt GCPD one by one who was on Cobblepot's payroll.
He says, you should help me. I can, he says, which basically like Spiral, where he says, just point out the bad ones and I'll take care of it, and instead, Gordon's like, fuck you. I'm not going to help you kill cops. No. He says, he said, these cops should be trialed in justice, brought to the full extent of the law, prosecuted, not be, put on like a display for a sick, twisted mural, like for a serial killer. Which I do like though. Whenever words he says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Your partner's woke up, so I'm gonna go kill him now." And then Gordon just jumps down there, uses a chair, and then jumps down which one of my dislikes is there's no way he could have not broken his leg or something.
No.
The way he jumped, he should have been hurt severely.
Farts in the general direction of physics, logic, and possibility.
At least the Dark Knight got that right when Batman drops Salvatore Maroni and breaks his ankle.
Yeah. Also, Professor Pig, what did you think when he cut Harvey's throat?
That was scary. I'm not gonna lie.
It caught me off guard for a bit.
And he's like, oh my God! It's like, would y'all think he's gonna die for a second? Did they just kill Harvey? For a second, I thought they killed Harvey, didn't they? Didn't you? When you saw it, you're like, no way.
Not really. No, I knew he was gonna be fine.
Death, light fog.
It's just a minor boo boo.
Yeah, he didn't cut his full throat. He only cut partial throat. I do like though whenever Sophia tricking Penguin with the orphanage when he's going down there. He says,
yeah, that part caught me off guard a bit. Like, wait, what? You avoided this whole dinner date to go and construct an orphanage to fuck with them or something? I mean, do you know this more than I do? Because I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, I know he's fucked. She's trying to toy with them.
She has a bigger end game. She's just like this.
I know she has a bigger end game, but they're constructing an orphanage just to toy with them.
She's a Falcone, so of course she has an end game.
This is all a facade to trick Oswald.
Yeah.
Which I do like Gordon realizing that Professor Pig was after Harvey because he was a dirty cop as well. And then they have that heart-to-heart where he says, "You're dirty." And he goes, "I needed the money, man. Like, I had to."
He had to pay off his debts. Which I was not surprised that he took on Cobblepot's money.
I'm like, of course Harvey Bullock's dirty. I mean, of course.
I mean,
season 1 he was dirty.
He was dirty from season 1 from the beginning of the pilot.
Yes. It's just a matter of degree.
It's no surprise that he tried so hard to work his ass off to keep Jim off of Cobblepot's back about the licensing criminals thing. I was like, God, gee, why would he do that? Oh.
Which I understand. He's like, look, because Jim, you're my best friend, and I would die for you. But he goes, I'm a crooked cop, and I'm always going to be a crooked cop, you know.
I mean, at least he's honest about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be mad. This is some of my dislikes. I'll be mad if they throw a fight. For instance, with Solomon Grundy, I'd be mad if they said because he says, "Oh, act all like you're gonna get beat up and then kill them at the end." That right there is throwing a fight. Right there, that right there. Okay, I would be angry. Okay, I would be like, "No, I want my money back." I mean, this guy already
Grunty doesn't know any better.
Grunty's not all that smart.
I would kill Nigma. I'm like, we're gonna beat the fuck out of this guy. The guy with the question.
You got to remember, this Grundy is not very bright. He doesn't know what the fuck. To him, he's just his buddy. He doesn't know the difference.
Don't blame the fighter. Blame the guy, his pimp, which is the Riddler. Get his pimp. Which also, the guy randomly just saw the van. He's like, he just randomly in the broad speck of daylight saw the van. He's the only person that saw the van of someone just set 2 dead cops. That where I'm like called BS. And then Lee being a Fight Club doctor to help homeless people on the side. I feel like they were just like, okay, we don't want Lee to be.
That's the reason why Lee is in the fucking underground Fight Club just to be a medic. What?
Pay
she
the
can
bills
work at
somehow,
on their side. I mean.
But why?
Also, apparently, these underground fight clubs turn into the Thunderdome from Mad Max Thunderdome.
It did.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
That's literally somebody literally all dress up like they're in gimp outfits about to fight people. Also, Lee calling the Riddler out on his bluff because she knows his brain doesn't work anymore. Where she goes, "Okay, tell me your plan to blackmail me. Tell me your master plan." And he goes, "I am going to extort you for." He goes, "Oh God!" And she walks away because he's like, tell me your master plan, Riddler, to help the blackmail me."
I guess that he really needs her to help him get smart again.
Because he's so dumb right now. He's like, "I'm gonna blackmail you." Okay.
There's no way. He's like, "Yeah, you're adorable. Yeah, you're not that smart anymore, Nick. But you got nothing on me."
Also, Lee, and also the fall of this, should have broken Gordon's leg. Lee needing Riddler's help so she can get more access to medicine and all. I did like that when she goes back to him, and everything, and she finally does because she's running out of medicine, and even though he's an idiot, she needs him.
Yeah.
You could tell they're reusing the Arkham Set Hospital because wouldn't it make more sense if Harvey asked, "Where am I?" and he goes, "Oh, you're at Arkham." He was the closest to the facility, and he goes, "Oh, okay, that's why I brought you." Oh, okay. That would have made more sense. Than it looks just like the Arkham set. And I'm like, are they just reusing sets now?
Well, they've done that many times on a lot of network shows.
Usually it's not noticeable.
I mean, here's the thing with other shows like Supernatural and Smallville, they always reuse a lot of the sets all the time. It's just that they had to redecorate the place so that nobody would notice the difference. But if you're hardcore fans like us and watch it as long as we have, and rewatching them again, you start to see the same thing.
It looks very similar.
Similar.
Yeah, you're trash, Brock. You're trash.
You're trash, Brock.
Yeah, I watched the other day. I watched that scene just so I could watch J. Jonah Jameson fire him. And he just goes, pack your things.
Get on my building. You're fired.
I was just trying. You're fired. And I was like, I love that.
Retraction in 20 years.
I love seeing him fire somebody. I just like when he goes, pack your things, get out of my building. And he goes, I was just trying to. You're fired.
He actually followed through on it. He never actually, fired anyone and it actually stuck. Because Peter got fired and then promptly rehired.
Yeah, he got fired a million times.
He fired Peter like 50 times.
But he was just a guy for hire. He was the only guy he had. So yes, he was the only guy who could actually give great photos of Spider-Man. That makes sense. But Eddie Brock got promoted by performing a fake Photoshop photo.
But then he got sued now because
he had a staff job. He had the staff job, and then he fired him for that staff job.
By the way, I saw when I love watching the comments sometimes on the Spider-Man. What's it called? Into the Spider-Verse. When he says when he's doing a recap, he says, "I don't know what this was about," and everything, the intro for the movie, and then someone put in the comments, "He got the staff job."
Double money.
Staff job.
And double the money.
But do you guys have scores for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this. I would say a 7 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, the score is the exact same thing with Jake. Yeah, it's definitely a 7.
We are simpatico. I'm going 7 as well. Solid. Definitely a bit of a step down, but I still liked it. But to round things off, we get into... Here it is. We get into season 4, episode 7, called A Day in the Narrows. Matt?
You are gonna get our guys slaughtered. It's a spectacle.
The episode aired on November 2nd, 2017. Pig kidnaps 3 officers, Cobblepot and his temporary enforcer, Headhunter, Allie with the GCPD to take down Pig against the advice of Gordon and Sophia, who warns Cobblepot of the bad publicity should the alliance fail. They find one officer murdered in the second, Vicily critically wounded. While Vicily is taken away in an ambulance, the alliance traps Pig in an abandoned courthouse with a third officer, Patel. However, it's a trap, shocker there, and Bullock accidentally shoots Patel. Gordon saves them alone, reclaiming the GCPD's good publicity and ruining Cobblepot's. Penguin stabs Headhunter in rage while Vicily, revealed to be Pig in disguise, escapes to enact further plans. The GCPD stops recognizing the licenses. Meanwhile, during a fundraiser, Bruce is met by Grace Blumhall, his former classmate. He is also reintroduced to a now friendly Tommy, Elliot, and Brandt, who acts arrogantly around Bruce as an act of vengeance. Bruce excludes Brandt while partying at a nightclub. He impulsively purchases and develops a romance with Grace. To make amends with Barbara, Selena and Tabitha steal from a biker gang and are accepted by the former. I did not like that fucking storyline with Selena and the biker gang. That just was so fucking out of nowhere. And then fucking torture one of their biker gang felt like a Sons of Anarchy style, except it's a little bit more extreme.
I had issues with the whole Tommy Elliott thing because obviously Tommy Elliott in the comics would become Hush later. Okay, This guy, they cast some handsome dude, and I'm like, this looks nothing like the kid that Bruce beat up earlier. I understand you need.
They recast him. They probably recast him.
Giving Bruce shit the whole time looks more like Tommy Elliott.
As soon as I saw this man, I was like,
man, that's garbage.
And also, the kid that was giving Bruce shit the whole time looks more like Tommy Elliott from the season 1.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
It would make more sense logically from the comics if Tommy Elliott's like, yeah, you beat me up once, and he goes and he's like, I could just leave, and they're like, no, and then the other guy goes, yeah, you should stay, man. And then Tommy Elliott at the end, he tells Tommy Elliott, why don't you go away? And then Tommy Elliott, it plants the seeds later. And instead, this guy, he's just partying.
This is Brant. What's his face?
And I'm just like,
what if this Brant becomes a Hush?
It's like, I thought that made no sense. I hated that so much. Although Bruce is now turning into Oliver Queen from the Smallville season 9.
Where he's falling rock bottom by drinking himself to death out of the guilt.
All of a sudden now, pretty soon he's just gonna have his Bentley
to suppress his trauma, and the guilt that he caused himself.
I killed somebody, so I'm
gonna drink out of my ass and party.
In every TV show, there's got to be an alcoholism subplot. Like, there's got to be.
I mean, what was that called? Entourage did the same thing.
Yeah, with Vinny Chase.
Which it made no sense. It was just kind of stupid storyline, which I did not like. But I kind of get why Bruce is doing it, because it kind of makes sense. I mean, God, you took a man's life and it kind of went against your principles of your moral code, what you're not, the no killing code.
The closest thing we got in Smallville was when Clark ended up getting the red kryptonite. That was as close as alcoholism.
I mean, that red kryptonite was basically a drug to him.
Yes.
Euphoria thing. And with Bruce, I did like the scene where he just imagining punching the shit out of Brant for talking shit to him about Alfred. I thought that scene was fucking good. He was just visualizing just beating the shit out of him.
I'm gonna imagine that's Tommy Elliott, because that would make more sense logically.
I think they faked it. I think that was a fake. I think that was actually Tommy Elliott and not the other.
The other guy's just cool. The other guy, Tommy Elliott. Yeah, you beat my ass. I deserved it, man. And I'm just thinking, what?
I'm not. That can't be right. That can't be right. That cannot be Tommy Elliott.
Well, he says, this is Tommy Elliott. I'm like, oh, he said, yeah, you beat my. I'm like, why? It makes no sense. It's like yes, it made no sense. And I'm just like, I hated that, because I'm like,
it could be the reverse plot twist that actually is Tommy Elliott the whole time.
By the way, my name's Brant. The other guy you kicked out was Tommy Elliott. I'm like, oh god.
red flag a guy is going to be a jerk, with the exception of Jeremy Renner from Mission Impossible, if his name is Brant. It's like Brant and Talbot are the two red flag names of all time.
And I'm going to ask Jake, is it that Tommy Elliott the whole time? In his response,
I can neither confirm nor deny details of any such operation without the Secretary's approval.
There he is.
Oh, that was the guy he's partying with, this Tommy Elliott. The one that's left is not.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I thought that was just a wasted casting. I mean, honestly, if you couldn't get the other actor back, it makes no sense now. He's like,
it does tend to happen every now and then when network shows that they have supporting roles that are there as a guest star, then later they recast. Sometimes that happens every now and then when they recast.
If I'm the director,
roles.
I'm like looking like that makes no sense. No, you're Tommy Elliott, and we're gonna give your lines to him. You are just gonna be the cool guy.
It kind of just feels like the lazy casting choice. They feel like they just had to bring him in as a stand-in cameo.
Like, it would make sense if Tommy Elliott was giving him shit. That would make so much sense. I'd be like, all right,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue for this episode. I'm like, it's not Hush. He looks nothing like Hush.
This is bullshit.
Yes, exactly. Rob Schneider, it's bullshit. I agree with Rob Schneider. This is bullshit. Do it again. Play the clip again. I'm ready.
This is bullshit.
Exactly. This is bullshit. I'm like, that's how I felt watching it. Okay, one more time, just for good measure.
This is bullshit.
Okay, now I got it.
Oh, come on!
That's like
they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
And this is my thought. Whenever
Life's tough, get a helmet.
Yeah, this is what I thought. Matt, play the clip again.
This is bullshit.
Exactly what I thought. But yeah, I will say there was some stuff I did like in this episode. I thought Penguin making the GCPD work for his assassins. You know,
the head of that assassin, dude. He bothered the fuck out of me. Could not stand that guy.
He was so annoying. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go."
Who hired this actor who looked like he dressed up in a fucking Mad Max fucking Thunderdome stuff?
Like,
he looks like he belongs
married to who? Like, whose man's is this? Like, why do?
And his acting is so fucking. His acting is so bad. Did you get one of your crew? Did you get one of the production crew and grabbed him off the street and fucking play this character?
This guy is gallivanting around. Meanwhile, Victor Zsasz is sitting there like,
what? What on God's great earth?
Like, why didn't you just use Victor Zsasz for this?
Yeah, why? I didn't understand.
It was like, I got to go audition for that new Bill Hader show.
Yeah, I got an audition for Barry.
Barry.
Which first 2 seasons were the best. Were great. But
Ho Hank. But yeah, I mean, yeah, but I do like Barbara closing up shop after Roswell goes dead, saying, "He was our benefactor." Basically, tell Selena to go fuck themselves. Basically, hey, I'm no longer in business. Like, take whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm just thinking, wow, you can still be in business for a couple of months. If you could try to be in business, and that Barbara's like, I don't give a fuck. My master's gone. Also, the assassin, the head.
I will say Bullock's choice for not trusting Gordon that this was a fucking trap was like, Bullock, are you really this fucking stupid? After everything you've been through, you don't trust his judgment.
Okay.
And you know that we have a clear shot from the sniper, and there's someone tied up in the fucking chair. You know what that reminds me of? That another ripoff callback that they did, The Dark Knight, when the Joker held the hostage, except that was the reverse. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they kind of ripped off that scene from The Dark Knight.
See Penguin's point of view, like the serial killer warns you not to go in there in your hopes that you would warn them, and if they didn't believe.
Yeah, but he was called to saying, "Hey, it's literally a fucking trap. You're literally walking into a trap."
He calls them and tells them that, and then all of a sudden, then they're like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
Nah, don't listen to him. And you know what? There's another scene that reminded me. Rush Hour. You know what? Another scene that. Yeah, but you know what the. You know what? Hold on. Do you know what the other scene that reminded me? Rush Hour 1, when they were walking into a trap from the money buyout thing, when they were doing the drop, and Jackie Chan warns the FBI saying, "Dude, pull your man back. It's a fucking trap."
I know, right? It was bullshit.
It's like, you dumbass. This is bullshit.
Obvious trap is obvious, guy.
It's so fucking obvious. It's a trap, dumbass.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So, but I also one thing I will say though, and I do like though when the gun just guns them all down. They're like, and just like, oh, Penguins, man, the GCP, you're just getting gunned down. All I was waiting for was Chris Rock to go.
And here's a Bullock fucking shot one of their own people. Shot a cop.
Y'all remember the scene from Die Hard when they charge at the building and they all just shoot him and Powell's just like, they're shooting at the lights. And he's like, they're shooting at the lights. Like that's what I thought of.
Okay. What's one thing I got also on here?
You know what Gordon should have done to Bullock after he should have listened to him?
Ouchie.
I would have done the same thing, you dumb fuck.
What do you think about Penguins? What do you think about the GCP just going free for all in the Narrows? Like they just went King's Land, the Unsolid and King's Landing after the King's Landing fell. You know, they just went free for all, just going in there, grabbing people out, going, "Come here!" And Gordon's like trying to stop all this chaos because he's like, "This is not what we're about." They're just going in there, grabbing people out, and then just going like beating them to death and everything. And like the assassins are having a blast, and it shows everybody. So Gordon tries to stop all this. And then he sees this woman, he sneaks in there, look, "I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know and everything." And then the guy comes in there, the headhunter, comes in there and then grabs the guy, old man, and drags him down the stairs and then points a gun to his head and about to execute him point blank. You know, and then eventually the woman talks, in which I'm just like, I would tell him, you need to go fuck on, okay? No, you're not coming with us because you're doing things wrong, okay? You're literally going around attacking people. These are people we're supposed to protect, and you're going around attacking people, acting like this is like a free-for-all. This isn't. No, we're cops. We have honor, okay? You're going around just attacking. Basically, you're proving Professor Pig right by doing all this. You know, that's what he wants. He wants all this chaos because then he proves what he's doing is justifiable. You know, I will say Goon's taking the sick. I will say GCPD and the men. I liked it when they were in the standoff when he pulls a gun on him, and then all Penguins and point a gun on Gordon, and then Harvey and all them pull a gun on the men, and it turns into a standoff. I thought that was great.
I like the scene at the end where the cop says that when he just rips off the criminal license, like, "Yeah, we don't do that anymore." I did like that part, and I believe that Bullock decided we're not going to do it. The look on his face, like he felt like he needed to get rid of it out of his guilty conscience after he shot a cop.
Yeah.
I do like though. I
took
do
him
like.
long
When,
enough.
sorry. What's up, man?
No, I was just saying, took him long enough.
It's about goddamn time.
I do like how like Gordon is like, you know, everybody's looking up to Gordon while Bullock, everybody's turning on Bullock because Gordon actually was right all along because he's like, he told us not to go in there. Bullock led us into a slaughterhouse, you know, and so basically everybody's looking at like Gordon like he's their captain while everybody's turning on Bullock, where it's like you ain't shit to us anymore. And you can see he's kind of resenting him, you know, Gordon.
Yeah.
Not Bullock. He's kind of Bullock is resenting Gordon because you know he's like they you have their honor and respect. They lost mine.
Yeah.
And he's just drinking himself, like watching like well.
Yeah, he's drinking out of his guilty conscience because he knew he should have fucking listened to him, but he didn't.
He said, "I'm the asshole that shot a cop today." Yeah, he thought he was doing right too.
Yeah.
Well, road to hell and all of that.
I will say Professor Pig pulling a Hannibal Lecter from Silence and disguising himself as an injured cop. He's like, he said,
you're doing good. You're good. You're one of the good ones, Gordon.
And then Gordon, and then them having a heart to heart in the ambulance, and then
I found it so funny when he was calling him on the phone call and revealing stuff that was the guy he in the fucking ambulance ride and reenacts the impersonating like, "You're one of the good ones, Gordon." I was like, damn.
I thought that was great. And then he sets up a trap, and then he takes all of his mask off. He's like,
he takes that prosthetic makeup all over, like.
By the way,
his face.
that guy, the actor that plays Professor Pig, is Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know, he plays the what's her name, the one that hovers through walls.
Oh, I gotta look it up now.
Hannah Simone plays her. What's her name?
Well, Ghost.
Ghost, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Ghost's dad.
That was the dad? Yeah. I didn't even recognize him.
That's the dad, yeah. He plays Professor Pig, which he's so good in this show as Professor Pig. I'm like the way he... Which you pointed that out,
or like off air, that he was his character, Professor Pig, was in the Arkham Knight game.
Yeah, and he has like the way he talks and he's Shakespeare. He's like Hannibal Lecter in a way.
Yeah, he's literally Jigsaw meets Hannibal Lecter.
And he's setting up a trap where he told them, like, you know, like Patel dressed up like a Harvey shoots her, and then all of the men the machine gun just go da 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 da. Which Gordon, I like how Penguin tells men, "Go in there," and then all of a sudden they're like, "I'm not going in there." They're like, "I'm not going."
Oh God, I should have added that clip from Scary Movie 2. Fuck this.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Gordon grabs a gun and goes in there. He's, "I'm going in there." And Penguin's like, "Go ahead, feel free. I don't give a shit." Because again, I'm not going in. It's a machine gun going off. And then of course, Penguin
going off.
Penguin's man with the mohawk gets shot in the eye. The headhunter gets shot in the eye. And which I thought that was great. And then Gordon just comes in like a badass and goes, boom.
Yeah, he used a grenade launcher.
Yeah. On a Harvey feeling awful that Jim was the hero after he shot another cop, and Professor telling him that the game is going to continue, and Gordon vows to find him. I thought that was great. Because I'm like, he's like, I'm not done. The game is going to keep going.
No, it's just beginning.
Yeah, like he says, the game. The
game's just beginning.
Oh yes, there will be blood.
And there will be more dead cops.
There will be more blood.
And he said, "This is just." I was like, "Yeah," which. And he had him in the ambulance the whole time, and he's like, and he got away. You know, he's like,
don't like. I'd be like the Gem. Don't flatter yourself. He fooled me too.
Yeah. Which, Professor Pitt, now of course, Headhunter annoying Penguin so much that Penguin just kills him. Like, oh, that Gordon, sorry, Penguin's just like,
I need a signature.
And he's like, and then, of course, Bruce partying and drinking his sins away. I like that. Yeah. Things I didn't like. I don't like Bruce being a dick though.
No. Doesn't
Dick
suit.
Bruce. I don't like Dick Bruce.
No.
Hashtag Dick Bruce.
Yeah. Like how that Dick Clark, now you have Dick Bruce.
Was that? Yeah, it could have been just like on purpose because he has to play the dickhead when he's putting on the persona.
He's literally being a dick right now because he's like partying and everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if I was Jim, I would tell Penguin's men with Mohawk. Okay, I already said, well, you need to go back because this is not. Penguin literally hired these guys as headhunters, but says he's a moron. Why is he your headhunter if he's an idiot?
That's what we all want to know, Jim.
You know, Selena. I love Barbara showing up with a takeout when they were cornered by the men, and she goes, Ty, I got takeout for Ty, and he goes, we didn't order no Ty, and I don't really have Ty, and she drops it and she goes, bam, bam, bam.
It's cool and all, but that's subplot. Hated it.
Yeah, I didn't like the plot, but I thought that was a funny moment.
It was a funny moment.
Penguin literally, also, you know, Selena should really be a really clever character, but she's becoming a stupid character, like always getting caught in situations where
I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing Selena doing stupid
Barbara
shit.
is becoming such a bitch. I guess she died, and she just becomes even more of a bitch each episode. She goes, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. All right, fine.
Well, she's going to torn now that she believes that Roz is dead.
And also, Penguin and them are supposed to raid this building, but yet they're outside doing press. Like, literally, they spent the whole afternoon doing press. Like, we found the building. Yeah, come on, CNN. Come on, Fox News. Come on, let's go. Let's talk. All right, MSNBC here yet? All right, we'll wait. Yeah, the killer's inside. I'm like, probably not now because you're out there for like 3 fucking hours. You know,
this is bullshit.
For 3 hours. You see me?
Well, on that note, let's go.
Wait, I got a few more things, Ryan. I want to say I got a few one.
Damn, you still got more.
I did a lot of notes today. Professor Pig does not know how to spell pig right, apparently, because he spells it P-Y-G, which
Isn't
explains
that how
why
they
I spell with a Y.
Isn't his character spelled like that in comics?
Yes, so yeah.
Yeah,
that's how it's spelled.
But that's kind of like saying, they didn't know how to spell combat right in Mortal Kombat. It's spelled with a C and not a K.
Garber going back on her business plan, saying she said, "Let's start a business again." That means she's so unreliable. If she's going back on it with everything. Yeah, I remember how I said I don't want to be in business anymore. I lied. Let's go in business.
Yeah, so why would you want to get back in her good graces? Like what?
Also, Penguin doing PR.
I was like,
but why?
Also, Penguin doing PR saying he didn't order the cops to go in there. He doesn't have that authority. Just suggested they should go in there. Well, we clearly saw him saying, "Get in there."
He's literally trying to backtrack it and make himself look good and make the cops look like an asshole.
But yeah, that's what I said. That's all my notes. Okay.
Well, that wraps it up.
Yeah, we're doing the scores now. I'm going to give it, I would say 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, I definitely like this episode more. I'm going to go with Jake on this, 7.5 out of 10.
You know what? I'll meet you guys there. We're simpatico. I'll go 7.5 as well. Hey, but I passed it off to all of you. What did you think of these 3 episodes? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. Stay tuned for Small Zero live Wednesday. Collins is bringing on a guest. I don't know who it is. Matt knows who it is because he has to make the thumbnail for it, but I have no idea. So by the time this airs, I will know. But as I sit here now, I do not know. I've been told it's big, so fingers crossed. But
yeah, watch them cancel, and that's just like, well, live.
Fuck.
Well, we'll be talking about the Supergirl trailer regardless,
and the Masters of the Universe trailer, and the Scream 8 debacle,
and the people that killed the Buffy reboot are now back to kill Scream.
Oh, I got a great opener for that.
Well, to be fair, they even said that it's not a guarantee that they're locked in, so that's just that's not really a big breaking news.
They filed a trademark, right, Matt? They filed the trademark.
Considering the luck,
they could still kill it. They could still kill it in the
guy
like
kill
that.
Their deals, but like if they're locked for they hired them to write it. Doesn't mean they're going to use their script, but they hired them.
Considering the luck that Scream has had in the PR department, having the people that killed Buffy 2.0, like this is exactly what they deserve. Exactly what they deserve.
I have a really funny opening joke for when we do the live for the Scream 8. I have a really funny joke.
And honestly, I don't really care who's bringing in the next one because I think the 7th one really derailed it for me.
Well, Collins, where can the people find you?
They could find me trying to write a good Scream movie.
They find me better than most, I imagine.
I honestly, John Campia even said he could do a better Scream movie. Yeah. John Campia doesn't even like horror. But They can find me at 3D Movie Cinema, where I dropped my review for Batman '89, and I will, since I already reviewed Batman Returns and Batman Forever, I will be reviewing Batman and Robin this week. Yeah, and so yeah, I'm hoping you guys like my review. It's going to be great. I'm going to try to approach it from a more positive side, because everyone, you could dog on me all you want, but I feel like there are good stuff in it. Yes, there's a lot. It's more bad than good, but there are some good stuff. I'm going to point those out. But I'm also going to critique the movie about how it feels like it's an 89-minute toy commercial. But yeah, that's going to be my review for this Friday by the time this airs. And and of course we do Small Zero, where we will have, fingers crossed that they can make it, special guest for Wednesday. And yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, Matt, what about you?
You can find my YouTube channel at MattWyan92. I put up my trailer reaction for the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone HBO series. You can check my full review of Project Hail Mary. I've been putting up a lot of Small Zero clips for the live stream, so it's mostly the edited version if you don't want to watch the full version of that on that channel, so definitely check that out. And
they're very good. I have to admit, I watched them, and they're very good clips. I mean, there's no offense to like Ryan or anybody, but I'm like, I just think that those are really great clips. You know?
Yeah. I've been putting them out like multiple times in a day, as much as I could, and I'm very excited for Wednesday for a special guest. But let's like Jake said, fingers crossed. Let's hope we can get someone on for that Wednesday. But yeah, anyways, definitely check us out every Wednesday for Small Zero.
Yeah, and then all the links down below. As far as this channel goes, I will be joined by Russell Howell once again. We will be covering Misery as part of the Reiner Project on Friday, and then the 1996 Project episode will drop this week. I'll be covering, among other things, Sergeant Bilko. So yeah, pretty quiet week, all things considered.
Oh, my stepdad loves
that. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, I will be doing a trailer reaction to 2 trailers for Masters of the Universe and Supergirl.
All right, well, subscribe to them over there. Subscribe to Small Zero. We're live every Wednesday. For Collins, for Matt, my name is Ryan Cam. Stay off the streets of Gotham. They are not safe. We will see you all in the next one. Y'all take
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie.
Jesse Jackson for VP.